Isn't it just noise? Every time there is a half, there is a transitional period, which I refer to as crypto spring, until the beginning of crypto summer. This market is amusing because everyone is going crazy and it's all over the place, unlike usual when we usually get this sideways chop. I've never seen anything worse. Nothing stays put as people engage in pointless pranks with each other. After everyone thinks it won't budge, it suddenly erupts to a higher altitude. Therefore, I've been observing the psychology of this location with a sardonic eye, just like you. I mean, the space's psychology is very much like that of a kid around 11 years old. Everyone, hold on a second, Bitcoin Zella is pleased to have you as a member. Here you will find daily cryptocurrency news and commentary. Simplicity is key to our mission. Engaging and easily digestible information is provided by Bitcoin Zella. In order to send you insightful email updates, our analysts maintain tabs on breaking news. Make sure you seize this chance. Come be a part of Bitcoin Zella's 10,000-strong community and witness innovation firsthand. Get your subscription today. The Crypto Banana Zone breakout is discussed in today's video by Raoul, co-founder and CEO of Real Vision. Among other things, Raoul delves into the most prominent narratives and factors influencing the pricing of digital assets. Without further ado, let's watch the video. Playing through all of this and asking individuals about their deepest concerns leads to predictions like the end of the world, China avoiding Taiwan, a depreciation of the Chinese currency, or some sort of crisis in Japan. Every single one of these leads to increased liquidity when you play them all. As a general rule, greater liquidity is always a good thing. However, when the Federal Reserve and other central banks intentionally reduce their liquidity, things become different. There will be more cowbell. If you do anything else. While everyone else starts to panic, I simply keep that in mind. A Chinese invasion of Taiwan tomorrow, however, would be the greatest infusion of cash ever recorded. Everything that has transpired in the world of commercial real estate, Swiss credit, the yen, and the Chinese all point to the same major story: a dollar shortage that refuses to stay still. Next, you can observe that Yellen has made 2 trips to China. She's the world's leading bond saleswoman. There's a deal. Compared to Mike Milken, she is now the more successful bond salesperson. So bond sales are her specialty. Go to China and tell them, listen guys, would you be interested in purchasing our bonds? And they'll complain that they need cash to purchase bonds, your bonds included, because they're in a bind due to debt deflation and the fact that all of their property developers are in debt. Subsequently, they are utilizing China and Japan as a kind of menace. Take a look at their currency situation. You will also be affected by this. Japanese currency is also necessary. If this doesn't get resolved soon, China will simply stop buying American goods, which leads me to believe that a dollar injection of liquidity is on the way. That whole circular commerce thing is at the heart of it. For that reason, I classify it as a macro forex spread. When pitted against the ISM, it really shines. It's similar to cryptocurrency season in that it's driven by where you are in the business cycle. Everything is interchangeable. We are equally impatient if you turn your thoughts back. ETH's value dipped below Bitcoin's in the summer of 2020 alone. We still have a long way to go, don't we? May is still going on. It began to surpass expectations in September and October, and 2021 was its breakout year. In the first section, Crypto Spring is traditionally dominated by Bitcoin's outperformance and the newest, most promising cryptocurrency, Solana. The more pessimistic the outlook becomes, the more I am. I find myself increasingly intrigued by it as they dismiss it. In my opinion, it falls short of Solana. Since I'm already pretty much all over Solana, it won't affect my position. In my opinion, though, it will likely do better than expected in the next 18 months. Even now, I feel like we're nearing the bottom. Still, we'll have to wait and see if we hit bottom. I'm basing my hypothesis on that. If it can clear the critical $67,500 threshold, that is. According to a report by 10x research head Marcus Thielen on May 20th, the $67,500 mark is serving as a strong resistance line for Bitcoin. This barrier could dictate how the price moves in the next few weeks. According to Thielen, new all-time highs may be possible if the price breaks above $67,500, something that our Bitcoin exchange traded fund model projects. According to Thielen, the price recovery last week bodes well for Bitcoin's future. According to our Bitcoin ETF model, if the price of Bitcoin breaks beyond $67,500, it might set a new record. US spot. Bitcoin ETF inflows have been positive for 2 weeks running, with over $200 million in cumulative net inflows, a decrease of 50% from $413 million last week recorded by the ETF. According to Dune, for 3 weeks running up to the week starting May 6th, Bitcoin ETF net flows were negative. The present Bitcoin run. to new all-time highs is in large part due to institutional inflows from ETFs. As of February 15th, when it exceeded the $50,000 milestone, Bitcoin ETF was responsible for about 75% of the fresh capital put into the biggest cryptocurrency in the world. But the $67,500 threshold is a major obstacle for Bitcoin. If the price were to rise over that, all cryptocurrency exchanges would see a loss of approximately $300 million due to leveraged short positions, according to CoinLast. You can envision a future when more and more financial assets are being transferred onto ETH simply because utilizing ETH does not result in termination, does it? Financial assets are high volume, fast-moving assets, so even if there are more of them and they're on the layer, the value will start to accrue. New investment into the technology's application layer is what will actually propel this market, but the meme coin narrative suggests that it can change so quickly since we're all native cryptolanders. I haven't seen it yet, but it's almost there. As you put it, it's as if nobody cares. Moreover, at this same moment, I find that I somewhat concur. In my opinion, we don't know the solution just yet. Simply put, we are unsure. I can only say that my experience has been that network adoption is more likely to persist once it has practical uses. Because they never truly got the network activity, none of the other large layer ones that came out in the past went to all-time highs again. There is undeniable product market fit with Solana. I mean, it's just. These are the jointly owned companies that sell block space after we remove all other details from the area. Nothing else does it? Plus, Solana offers high-quality block space for a variety of applications. Ether and Bitcoin are same. Will it become boomer or is it irrelevant? We must exercise caution in trying to force the current state of the industry, which is primarily focused on retail and narrative rather than use cases. The latter will emerge in due course. For example, if Disney is constructing their Web3 architecture on XYZs, it will have an impact. It will daily generate fresh activities worth tens of millions of dollars, tens of millions of wallets, and millions more. It will change, but for the time being, we have no idea what it is. In the midst of Bitcoin's price halt, MicroStrategy chairman Michael Saylor made a public statement that has resounded across the cryptocurrency community. Put your money on Bitcoin is his straightforward advice. At this critical juncture for Bitcoin, Saylor makes his stance. The largest cryptocurrency in the world has experienced unprecedented calm following large price fluctuations. Despite the present price stop, Saylor reaffirmed his unfaltering faith in Bitcoin in a recent tweet, urging followers to wager on the digital commodity. This audacious claim is in keeping with Saylor's nature. He has long advocated for Bitcoin as an enhanced means of storing value and protecting against inflation. When it comes to business investment in Bitcoin, MicroStrategy has been a frontrunner under Saylor's leadership. As a result of its aggressive acquisition approach, the company is now one of the biggest institutional Bitcoin holders with a sizable portfolio. It is possible that Saylor's most recent statement, "Bet on Bitcoin," is just him restating his faith in Bitcoin's future. Notably, Saylor's statement comes at a time when the market is generally feeling cautiously bullish, which is rather noteworthy. Add Bitcoin Seller to your subscription list too. Get the day's top stories sent to your inbox at no cost whatsoever. For some reason you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe for daily updates and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. Always keep in mind that the more you know, the more power you will have on your financial journey. Good investing until we meet again.